Injuries, how are you looking going into the weekend?
Obviously from the other day, the squad that travelled to Norwich, we expect everyone to be fit from that. Obviously Marcus Henriksen will be suspended, so I'm expecting everyone to be available from that squad. No new players being added to it, so Jordi Device being ill probably won't be available, and Dan Batty's doing a bit more running around, but he's not going to make this weekend's game.
So we obviously know Marcus Henriksen. How are you going to replace him? What are your thoughts at this stage?
Well, obviously not letting the opposition know what we're going to go and do, but we have options to deal with that situation. Which are, if you look the way that we Kevin Stewart in the middle of the pitch, Marcus Jackson Irvine in the middle of the pitch, to name but two.
So how do you see this weekend's match in light of back-to-back defeats?
We're back at home again, Matt. You know, our home form has been excellent. Exciting, stadium atmosphere has been good. I know the weather might be a little bit inclement tomorrow, but I'm sure the supporters will do everything they can to get behind the players. The players, I know, are determined to continue the home form and some of the good football that we've been playing. You know, the goals we've scored. As I said, we're back at home. We're looking to go and see if we can go and get another 3 points.
What are the chances of Camille coming back into the side?
Every chance. Every chance. He's a star player for us.
Yeah. Any players back in the mix for this one at all?
I told you the squad that travelled to Norwich the other day.
Right. Okay. With the addition of, obviously you have to make an addition to the squad because there's no Marcus Henriksen. Yeah. So obviously John Terrell and Nua Dicko were in the 20-man squad that travelled down to Norwich, so they will stay within the squad. So obviously with Marcus Henriksen coming out, you know, one of them two, you would imagine, will then come into contention to make up the group that will have a shirt on for the game. Will have the captain's armband this weekend?
David Marshall's normally had the armband on when Marcus hasn't played.
4 games, or the next 4 matches, are against teams in the bottom half of the table. How do you see this as an opportunity to accrue quite a number of points now? To get yourself back on
well, you've just said it there, Matt. Obviously, we've reached 50 points in the league table. We were tipped by many to get relegated. Obviously, with I think it was 12, 13, 14 games to go, we've achieved a amount of points that makes us be in a position where we can really go and enjoy the next half of this, or the latter quarter of the season. And you know, talk about, can we get in that playoff mix? We were a couple of points away from it. Obviously, there's a lot of teams vying for that position. But as you just rightly said, we're playing QPR, then we've got Ipswich, then we've got Reading at home, and then we've got Wigan Athletic at home. So there's 3 home games in the next 4. Our home form's been excellent. So as far as I'm concerned, we've got to keep fighting and we've got to keep going all the way and giving the supporters something to go and enjoy without the fear of that relegation battle that we faced last season, which I think is a positive thing, isn't it? It's something that should be enjoyed, should be embraced. And everyone should look forward to it without any doom or gloom. And if we lose a game, it won't be through the lack of trying. You know, I certainly know that from the players that we've got. I'm determined to keep it going as long as possible.
Nigel, why such a disparity between home and away form?
It's a good question, Philip. It's a good question. Obviously, we played Leeds United away, for example. We only had 28% possession, sat deep. We were on a good counter-attacking base. Probably our confidence has grown a lot more, and maybe we're thinking, right, instead of going away from home thinking, can we not get beat and a point will be a good result, we're probably a lot more adventurous in our play. So, for example, when we go to Nottingham Forest last week, and when we went to Brentford the week before that, we've started both games very well. You know, the Brentford game, for example, half an hour for me with the better side, but then we conceded a couple of poor goals from our point of view, individual errors that needed to do better, and that changes the complexion of a game against very good sides. Let's be fair about it. We've played against some good sides. The other night against Norwich, they're league leaders. They're exceptional in the way they go and play, but we did well in periods of the game. But again, for me, the goals that we've conceded, some individual mistakes, it cost you games. It cost you games. You know, Nottingham Forest, we actually played some really good football without, for me, hurting the goalkeeper. We're not troubling the goalkeeper enough. But away from home, keeping a large crowd very quiet. for long periods of time, keeping good possession of the football. And again, I always watch the games back, so we analyse things. So our pass completion rate was better than it has been for most of the season. The amount of passes we had, where we dominated possession. The next goal was going to be the key one. Well, whoever scored the first goal was going to be the key one. They got it in off the posts. And obviously it made it a little bit more challenging then.
Should you play with that a little bit more confidence? Players got their chest puffed out at home.
Maybe team. Listen, we play some really good football. You've noticed that we play quite expansive football at home as well. We've had good possession. We've got threats across the board, and we've had some good results and scored a lot of good goals. Sometimes it's about taking the goals. When, for example, when you look back to the Nottingham Forest game, we actually got through one-on-one on 3 occasions. The linesmen give offside. They weren't actually offside. So sometimes it's fine margins that can dictate how they go and how the result goes. So, for example, the goal that goes in comes in off the post. It could quite easily have hit the post and gone a different way. The rebound for the second goal hits the post and goes straight to their player. It could have gone anywhere. Sometimes you just don't get the rub of the green. The third goal at Nottingham Forest wasn't a penalty. Marcus clearly gets the ball. Referee makes a poor decision. Gives it a poorer scoreline. Because the 2 years still in it, and Jared's had a great chance at the end. He should have gone and scored.
You've picked up 22 points from the last 8 home games. Do you think there's a bit of a fear factor for visiting teams now?
It's a good question. Obviously, our home form has been good, and up until just recently, we were. If you go back from the October league table up until a couple of weeks ago, we were in the top 2 because the form home and away has been very, very good. So it's an exciting place to come. The atmosphere is good with the supporters who come in, get behind the players, and we score some good goals. Social media, it's important. Social media, it's the world we live in.
How do you see the challenge of QPR?
Tough game. Obviously, they had a disappointing result, getting beat right at in the last minute of injury time against Rotherham the other night. They still need some more points to make sure that they avoid the relegation battle at the very end. So we know it's going to be a challenging game because they'll be looking to go and win it. We had a cracking game down at their place. So again, when we talked about earlier on, they would have been favourites going down there. We defended very deep again and counter-attacked so well in that game. As I said, so maybe that's where the difference has gone. We've gone to teams before the Norwich game and looked to be a lot more expansive in our play, whereas maybe away from home, just sitting deeper and counter-attacking is probably be more beneficial for us. But the QPR game is going to be a good one.
What's it going to take to get in the top 6 now?
We need to get more points. I think from our point of view, we are going to do everything we can to win the game tomorrow against Queen's Park Rangers. And then obviously the international break is here. Gives us an opportunity to sit down and reflect for a couple of days on what we've achieved so far this season. Big objective was to make sure sustainability was the buzzword. I think everyone can put that into their own equation to what that is, but to make sure that we're still in the championship is sustainability. And we've achieved that, and we achieved that early in the season. So what we have to do now is say, well, where are we looking forward to next season, this season, next season? Loads of different things that can go on. But I want us to win games of football. I want the supporters to be able to come and know that the players are going to give everything they've got to see if we can win a game of football, and for the supporters to enjoy the remainder of the season. Next year is going to be a total different kettle of fish, but let's enjoy this little period. And if you look at all the teams that are vying for that last position in the playoffs, everybody's going to be beating everybody. So whoever can put a run together is going to give themselves an opportunity. As Matt's just alluded to, we've got Queen's Park Rangers at home, so our home form's been good. We've got Queen's Park Rangers at home, Ipswich who are bottom of the table away, so we need to address our away form. And then we've got Reading at home, who are in the relegation scrap, and then we've got Wigan at home, who are in a relegation scrap. So if we can amass as many points as we can, we've got to be looking to win all 4 of them games. Who knows where that can take us in respect of the remaining games to go in the promotion shake-up.